Hello, boys and girls of grade 5. Welcome to English language class. I'm your teacher, Miss Melissa. I hope you remember our last lesson on pronouns. Today, we will be continuing our lesson by looking at the types of pronouns. But just to recap, remember in our last lesson, we said that a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. We also looked at basic types of pronouns such as personal pronouns, which were subdivided into subject and object pronouns. So today, we will take an in-depth look at pronouns. Today, we will be looking at interrogative and demonstrative pronouns. So let me tell you a little about those. Interrogative pronouns, as the name suggests, interrogate, are pronouns that ask questions. The main interrogative pronouns are who, which, what, whom, and whose. I'll go that list again. Your interrogative pronouns are who, which, what, whom, and whose. Some examples of these pronouns in use are who is he talking to? Which of these bags is yours? Whose umbrella is this? What is your dog's name? And whom are you playing with? Now let's take a look at how do we use these interrogative pronouns correctly. Who and whom are used when we are referring to persons. So we may say, who won the game? Or, to whom did you give the book? The pronoun whose is used to show possession. For example, whose car was parked there just now? Or, whose mother works as a nurse in the hospital? The pronoun what is used when we are referring to animals and things. For example, what is the color of her hair? Or, what animal has horns? And finally, which is used when we're referring to persons, animals, or even things. So we may say, which boy took my book? Or, which cat stole the fish from the basket? Or, which is the biggest building in this area? So remember, boys and girls, who, whom, persons. Whose, possession. What and which, animals and things. So let's make an attempt at an exercise where we will put in a suitable interrogative pronoun to complete each of the questions. Number 1. Something of the deserts do you like? Let's take a minute to put in our correct answers. I am sure you placed, which of the deserts do you like? And if so, that was correct because deserts is a thing. Number 2, something calculator is this. Which interrogative pronoun can we use? You are correct. Whose calculator is this would complete that question. Number 3, to something do you wish to speak? Do we use who, which, what, whom, or whose? Let me give you a minute to complete that sentence. Very good. To whom do you wish to speak? Let's go on to number 4. Something is the regional chairman of Region 10. Who is the regional chairman of Region 10? We are referring to a person, so we definitely should use who. And finally, boys and girls, Pamela asked, "Something is wrong with me, doctor." Pamela asked, "What is wrong with me, doctor?" Pamela may be referring to some ailment or disease, so our best option is what. Okay, boys and girls, let's take a look at another type of pronoun, demonstrative pronouns. A demonstrative pronoun is a pronoun that identifies or points out a specific person or thing. These pronouns can indicate objects or persons in a particular distance or time. The demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, and those. Used in sentences, we may hear, "This is my chair," or "That is Peter's house," or even, "These are bottles of water," or "Those are electrical appliances." So, boys and girls, how do we use demonstrative pronouns correctly? This and that are used when referring to singular persons and things, while these and those are used when referring to plural persons or things. However, we use this and that when referring to persons or objects that are nearby, while these and those refer to persons or objects farther away. For example, we would say, "This is an apple," and "that is an apple," or "These are apples," and "those are apples." Let's try an exercise where we will fill in the blanks with suitable demonstrative pronouns. Remember, we are using this, that, these, and those. Number 1, something car over there is the best one. Remember, boys and girls, is the car close or far away? Is it singular or plural? Very good job. That car over there is the best one, since we are only referring to one car and the car is not nearby. Let's make an attempt at number 2. Something books right there are mine. Remember, this, that, these, or those are our demonstrative pronouns. Good job. These books right here are mine, since books refers to a plural object while the books are close by. Number 3. Something students over there are my friends. Definitely. Those students over there are my friends. I am sure you are now getting the hang of it. So let's try number 4. Something is Maria speaking. How may I help you? This is Maria speaking. How may I help you? Very good job, boys and girls. So let's move on to some vocabulary exercises for today. Our topic is occupations. An occupation refers to a person's job or profession. It is usually an activity done in return or in exchange for payment. There are many types of occupations. I am sure you can list as many as 20. But here are a few: butcher, soldier, engineer, carpenter, tailor, and reporter. So let's make an attempt to place the correct occupation based on the given description. Who attends to people's teeth? What do we call that person? You sure are correct. Dentist. A dentist is the person who attends to people's teeth. Can you name the person who draws plans for buildings? Yes, it's an architect. Also, who do we call someone who flies an aeroplane? Definitely. Pilot. And I'm sure some of you are aspiring pilots. Okay, so let's go on. What do we call a person who investigates crimes? Yes, it's a detective. And lastly, who looks after people's eyes? Yes, boys and girls, it is an optician. So remember to refer to your lists in your new Junior English Revised and new First Aid in English so that you can become acquainted with other occupations. Okay, boys and girls, we have completed both grammar and vocabulary exercises. So to finish today's lessons, we must do some spelling. Here is the list of 10 spelling words for today's class. Let's pronounce these words. Listen, Wednesday, not, calm, salmon, gnaw, campaign, champagne, foreign, and need. I'll give you a minute to examine any similarities that you may see among the words in the list. Definitely, they all have a silent letter. For example, the first word listen, there is a silent T. So for homework, I encourage you to learn to spell those words and find their meanings so that you can widen your vocabulary. That's all for today, boys and girls of grade 5. But before you go, let us recap today's lesson. Remember that interrogative pronouns are pronouns that are used to ask questions, or interrogative pronouns are what, which, who, whom, and whose. Demonstrative pronouns are pronouns that identify or point out a specific person or thing. The demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, and those. Remember that this and that refer to nouns that are near or close by, while that and those refer to nouns that are far away. For vocabulary, we must remember that occupations are the jobs done by persons in our community. For example, mechanic or farmer. Boys and girls of grade 5, I hope you had an enjoyable English class. See you at our next lesson where we will move on to another part of speech, verbs. This is your English teacher, Miss Melissa, saying goodbye for now.